Hello there and welcome to my YouTube channel, Julia McNeil Crafts. So it's time for the Take 5 collaboration. Actually, this should have gone up yesterday, so I'm so sorry to all my teamies that I was late. I have had a crazy few weeks, which I will tell you about as I'm crafting, but for the minute I'll give you the prompts. So, one card of any kind, so I've actually just taken a greeting card and I'm going to use that as my base. Scraps, I've got my little bit box full of scraps beside me. Tab, I have some little sheets here with some pop-out tabs there. A photograph, and just knocked my microphone there. Photograph there, printed off some little photographs of Storm, our little kitten, and stars. And now we have a little, what do you call it? My brain, stencil there for stars. So I am going to have a little place. So I'm going to use the card, and it's a greeting card, so it's not my usual thing for doing a journaling page or something like that. So I'm going to start with that as my base. I don't particularly want the unicorn on it because yeah, this is for my kitten. So I'm just going to take some different scraps that I have got in my bit box there. That will cover the first two prompts. Now I have to say, this glue, it is not my fault, sorry, it is not the glue's fault. I have to say it's been brilliant so far, but I have lost the lid to it. So I'm still a big fan of Mr. Phil Martin's glue, but as usual I've not looked after my products properly enough. So yeah, I am going to be doing this quick without thinking because I'm really behind with lots of videos. I should have had about 3 go up the other day, and I didn't manage any of them, which is really bad, and I'm so sorry. So I want to get all of those 3 done today, and so I'm wanting them all to be sort of quick makes. So as you may have noticed if you follow me on social media, I've just announced that I am going to be on Chanda, which is incredibly exciting, and I knew that, and I had factored that all into what was going on. But then what happened was friends of mine came and asked for my help. They knew somebody whose late mother was really into crafting, and when she died, it was really important to her that her craft stash was sent to the Highland Hospice, which is a local charity, and her son promised her that he would do that. And they've tried to take the you know, the craft stash down to the Highland Hospice and things, but there was just so much of it, they weren't able to like take it on board. So they'd asked if I could help, and I sort of said, well, yeah, and then what I'd thought was, what I would do was I would go through it all, then organise like a big craft sale locally, and then all the money that I raised from that I would donate to the charity, and then anything that was left over I'd maybe do de-stashes here, and so that's what I said I would do, and that was fine. But I hadn't expected them to turn up with the vans of stuff then and there. I thought I had a little bit more leeway time. So yeah, they turned up, and honestly, there is 2 removal vans worth of stuff to go through, and it was all in my spare room. I couldn't get any of the work that I needed to get done for going away for my screen test and for getting some of the stuff done for Chanda done, because I had all this stuff all over the place. I literally spent days and days and days, and I'm barely about 1/10 of the way through it. But I can now get into my spare room. Stuff sort of stocked up in the summer house. Yeah, so that is what's put me behind. And then I was like, no, it's okay. I will film this Take 5 when I come back from Peterborough. And that was my plan, to do that. But then honestly, I was so tired because on the so the screen test was the Wednesday, so I went down on the Tuesday. So on the Tuesday, I think my train left about, it was, actually I'm covering quite a lot of, I like that paper. Let's, yeah, the train left at about 8:30, and then I think I actually arrived at my B&B, the digs there, about 8:30 at night. So I'd been on the go all day and I was utterly exhausted. Then the next day was the training day and it was amazing, honestly. You know, they do all these like video promos and it's like the Hachenda family, and you kind of think, you know, it's a bit of a you know, selling point and, you know, a bit corny. But actually everybody there is so genuinely lovely that it did feel like that. You know, we had the big bosses in and they were training us, but they were also like serving us the sandwiches. They were just so down to earth. It was such a lovely day out. And then I had to do my screen test, which, you know, that bit was a bit nerve-wracking, but we, you know, we managed. It all went okay. But then by the time I got back to my digs, again, it was about 8:30 at night, and then I had to get up at 6:30 the following morning because I had to leave really early to go and get my train home. So then I left my digs at maybe about 7 in the morning or something like that, and then I got home about 6-7 o'clock at night, and I was thinking, oh yeah, that's fine, I've got the whole evening, I'll get up and I'll get my video done, and that was the plan. And then I honestly, I was so tired. I just sat down to have a cup of tea first and I was literally nodding off to sleep. I went to bed at 7:30 and I didn't wake up till 7:30 the next day, so I literally slept for 12 hours solid, and then I was still quite tired. So then yesterday I had loads of paperwork to do for getting set up on the show, and yeah, so it's all just ran away with me. So I really apologise, because you know, I do intend to fulfill my commitments. If I have said I would do something, I like to do it. And so thank you to the girls over at the Take 5 for being very understanding with me. And like, they've not made a big fuss, they've just been like, don't worry about it. But I feel bad. I feel bad. If you said you're going to do something, you feel bad if you've not been able to. So here I have just literally, because I've been talking to you, I've not even been thinking about what I've been doing. I have literally just been layering lots of scraps down. I'm kind of thinking that this is, actually it might be alright if I knock it back with gesso. I was thinking it's a bit bright in comparison to the rest of it. Actually, thank you very much for these prompts, because, you know, I like to keep on top of my bit box. I don't like it to get too full, so it's great to have been able to sort of use a few bits and bobs from there, keep it under control. So maybe put a bit there, and I'll stick that little bit that keeps wanting to come off. So that is me used the card prompt and the scrap prompt, and we will move on to something else after that. I think what I will do is I will just grab my gesso, blend all of that together a little bit. Also just give me a bit of, I'm going to need to put a bit more glue on this, it's my fault because I've not put enough glue down. Yeah, give me a bit of a base to maybe, you know, do some of the stenciling and stuff with. So I'll grab my, oh actually I don't need to go and look for my gesso, it's right here. How fortuitous. It wasn't even planned. Normally even when I've planned to use the gesso and I've got it out specially, it's it's still a mission finding it. So the fact that, you know, my brain's not in gear and it was just there, that is amazing. So I am just going to go over where some of the papers have joined. This is a complete mishmash of all the scraps that were in my box, as you've seen. There was nothing overly planned about it. I've kind of gone for similar colour tones, so it sort of blends anyway. But again, so that it looks less of a mishmash, it is quite good if you can just tie the sections together, and I find the easiest way of doing this is just to sort of add a little bit of gesso between the areas, between the joins, to make it look less obvious, and then we'll just pop a little bit randomly in the middle. I like doing this. Definitely, this is me doing a sort of no thinking form of crafting, which is just lovely. Oh, it's nice to actually just be crafting. Like, I've been doing lots of stuff to do with crafting, but honestly, this lady's stash is amazing. I am not exaggerating when I said 2 removal vans worth of stuff. It's come. Incredible amount of stash. She clearly very much enjoyed her hobby, and it obviously brought her a lot of joy. So that's really nice. It has made me want to de-stash my own stash as well now though. It's made me want to thin out slightly, going through masses and masses and boxes of all this stuff. So hopefully I will be able to organise a sale fairly soon and we can raise a little bit of money for the Highland Hospice, because that's what she wanted. That's what she wanted to do with it, which is really kind. So it's nice to have been able to help. I want to help. The timing maybe could have been a bit better, but yeah, I'm going to stick that down. I'm just seeing it thinking, it looks quite nice. I don't know whether I can stick that down with gesso. We'll soon find out. Maybe add a bit of glue as well. As you see glue through, but hopefully the fact that it's going down onto that gesso, it'll be alright. I'm definitely in a winging it sort of mood today. Just like saw that and going, oh, that's quite pretty. Move that away. I don't want to hide too much of the gold foiling, that would be a shame. Okay, just while I'm there, see if there's any other bits that we can include. May as well stash bust while I'm here. Why not? Okay, pop that down there. And then we can have another little bit up here to match. I'm definitely needing to be a bit more generous with my glue. Okay, I'll pop that up there. Doo-doo-be-doo. Well, definitely think we've got the scrap part sorted. Right, just adding little bits now because I'm seeing it. This is the thing when you don't have a plan, you also don't know when to stop. Right, we'll pop that down there. Why not? Let's just go with the flow. Okay, I will move on to the photograph element soon. I'm just adding these last few bits and bobs, and I'm going to put a bit more glue under that vellum. And then I think we're done. And actually I don't think I'm going to gesso those bits because it's nice they're slightly contrasted to the other elements that have been gessoed. Just having a quick flick through, see if I've got any more bits and pieces that could be used. No, I think we're alright. Okay, so my photograph, I printed out 2 sizes because I wasn't exactly sure where. Oh, look at her, she's so cute. Right, okay, I have got some stickers here. Where did my... Okay, so I've got this sort of like little sticker photo frame. Oh, sorry, it's just off camera slightly. And I'm thinking, right, that this would be quite cute to frame her. So I'm just going to pop it so that I know that she's still in there. Oops. Like so. It's got a bit of squint, but that's alright. And then I will grab my scissors. Of course, my favourite ones aren't to hand. So I'll be taking these ones instead. Okay. She's so cute. I do love my little Storm. It's really funny now because when I go away, like, yes, I miss the family, but I also miss the cat. I was like, oh, I need my kids and cuddles. It's like just as excited about seeing her as I was about seeing my daughter and my husband. Okay, so chop that down. Not overly well, but that's because it's not my favourite scissors. I'm hoping that as I move things around, the scissors may appear. Okay. Yeah, I quite like her there, so let's go with that and we'll just stick that down. So that's me added the photo element as well. So then we are just going to need some stars and a tab. Now that is a little bit untidy there, so I am going to grab the gesso again and we'll just sort of blend those edges in a bit, because I've not cut it overly well, but that's because I don't have my favourite scissors, and you know, today is just about, you know, getting in the craft room. I have to say, it's feeling good. Oh, I've just noticed that this came with a star sticker, and that will fill the element of stars. I was going to stencil some stars in, but there we go. I'm well and truly not thinking about this today. I'm just going to put it in because I quite like I was going to move it around, but I quite like it filling the centre actually. Especially as we've got sort of collaged papers behind it, which could look a little bit random. I think I saw somewhere I've got #love. I'm not even taking the pips off. That's how bad it is today. I'm not even bothering with the pips. Who cares? Just get it down there. Just collaging it all up and going with the flow. Sometimes not thinking is good. I'm also having to learn that sort of craft because I'm now going to have to demonstrate on TV, and I don't think there's time to think and faff. You've just got to go with it, which is hence why I've been doing a few 5-minute makes on my channel. So, it's not quite a tab, but I do have a tab somewhere, so we're alright. Okay. Oh, I've just seen these star glasses. Would that be really cruel to put them over her little face? What do you think? Maybe not. I'll just chop them down a little bit, and we'll have more stars here. Okay. I have no idea what I'm doing. Genuinely no idea. I'm having fun, so hopefully that's enough. Okay, so I think we could almost be done, I think. Oh no, tab. I've not done the tab. We could be almost done if I actually followed the prompts. Put that there, right. Can't see what I've done with my tab now. Okay, I have actually fallen out of love with that vellum a little bit, so I have grabbed a few little tags and things that were sitting in my bit box, so, and a few little extra odds and ends, so I'm just going to stick those down, and then I've got my tab to fit somewhere. So yeah, it's the combination of the glue and the gesso has just kind of made the vellum wrinkle up a little bit, and yeah, I'm not overly in love with it anymore, so, but that's fine. I'm just going to, as I said, add a few bits and bobs there, and we'll just cover that over. But I'm quite enjoying this. This is actually, I mean, I like collagey stuff like this, but I tend to normally do stuff like this when I'm card making, so it's nice to sort of do it in a journal page. I think this is sort of like a journal stroke memory keeping page, the fact that we've got the photo in there as well of Little Storm trying to play with my Copics. So I've got this little tab as well, so just need to work out where to pop. Yeah, I think we'll maybe pop that behind there. Okay, and then I think I am going to add a few more stars with the stencil, because I did like the idea of doing that. And then I think we'll maybe put a bit of Distress Oxide around the edges just to finish this off. Trying to stick everything down properly. Oops. Okay. Okay, so I think that's that. We're almost on the finishing stage, so I'll start off with grabbing my Distress Oxides. I'm getting a wee brush here, and I'll do it on my, oops, that was brighter than I'd thought, but never mind. Looks alright. I'll have to clean my mat, but that's okay, it's not even cleaned anyway. So I'm just doing that to edge it and bring it all together. Now I have a feeling that I've not brought my black pen back upstairs from its travels, and of course it had to come with me on my travels. Do I have a second one? Probably not. Okay, I have found a second black pen. I was thinking that I should. I'm honestly working in such a mess, but I absolutely have to get these videos done, so I'm just working in the mess. It's fine. It's fine. Right. So put a black border round there just to frame it, which draws the eye in. And then I will probably add a few doodles as well. Well, considering I had no idea in my head when I came up here, and I've literally just been winging it, I think it looks okay-ish. I can live with it. And then I will have to go and catch up on all the girls. Got lots of YouTube video catching up to do, so if you normally hear from me and you haven't as yet, I will be making my way round, I promise. I'm just a bit behind with, because you know, sometimes life takes over. And, you know, that happens, but I think we all understand that of each other, you know. Right, I'm going to grab my stencil and we will just pop a few more stars here and there and see. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, happy with that added element. Just make it look slightly less uniform. Okay, I'll pop some down here as well. I have to admit, this is a stencil that I've acquired from the stash that I have been sorting out, so I will be putting a contribution in for it. So nice to have a nice big star stencil. Okay, so I think that is me. I'm just going to clear my space. Okay, so that is my page done for the Take 5. We have used cards, we've used scraps, we've used a photograph, we've used a tab and the stars, so I've ticked the box for all 5 prompts. Please do go and check out what all the other ladies have done, and don't forget you can join in and we will find you and Kyra will add you to the playlist if you use hashtag Take5Art. If you have enjoyed it here, please do consider liking and subscribing, and I will be back again very soon. Okay, take care then and goodbye.